Hey guys, how's it going? We had a pretty decent morning. Our play of the day, the Dinos covered. It was somewhat sketchy towards the end. They gave a decent lead for the Dinos to tie it up and almost steal the game. But luckily for us, the Dinos were able to squeak out the win. But it was a close one. KBO model top block for the day also covered. That was the Samsung Lions run line. Take a look at the today's scores. I know we got away from that for a while to try to make the videos more concise, but I think going over the previous day's score makes a difference. Eagles at the Lions won. I don't think there was ever a position where the Lions were behind. It was a pretty easy win. They scored early and took the lead and pretty much never looked back. And the Dinos, Giants, I think I went through that. The final was 9-8. Lions had a pretty decent lead in early, but they let the Giants come back and almost choked at the end, but luckily they didn't. Bears, Tigers, it looks like the Bears defeated the Tigers. Let's take a look at this closer. Bears did early damage, were never behind. Landers at Twins. I think I was leading Twins in this one, but it's interesting to note that the Landers did upset the Twins. I believe the Twins were big favorites. And then Heroes at Wiz. No surprise, the worst team in the league loses 3-8 against KT Wiz. KT Wiz scored early and never looked back. The Heroes were never in it. Look at the pitching. It wasn't bad. This was our play of the day. I'm interested in looking at the pitching. For the Dinos used up 7 pitchers today. That includes the starter. And the Giants used most the same 7. So for tomorrow's game, both bullpens are going to be pretty much shot. Might be a factor in our handicapping today. Let's take a look at the odds. Landers at Twins. So the Landers did upset the Twins, but the Twins are still favored. Obviously not going to consider the money lines. I'm leaning the Landers. This might be a candidate for a play of the day. If it is, I would be taking the Landers at +1.5. So let's take the next. Now, normally I would look at this -220 and pass, but considering how badly the Heroes were killed today, it's worth a look to maybe take a value bet on the Wiz's run line. At -115, you're getting a pretty decent deal. And today they won 8-3. So that's our second candidate. Dinos at Giants. I'm going to pass on this one because both bullpens are shot. It'll probably be a close game tomorrow, high scoring game. So it's going to be a no bet for me on this one. Eagles at Lions. The only play here is probably a Lions run line. But we're going to have to take a look at the pitching matchup here. Bears at Tigers. I think we were leading the Bears. Pitching wise, Tigers pitcher has the league average for the ERA at 4.52. Recent performance against the Dinos, he gave up 7 earned runs. Wasn't that great against the Heroes and almost shut out the Landers. This has me worried. We were already leaning towards the Bears. This might have sealed it. But let's take a look at the Bears pitcher. Pretty stable. He was average against the Landers. Let's go to Landers. His ERA is atrocious, 6.43. Well, he only gave up 3 earned runs against the Heroes, but as a whole, the team gave up 9 runs. That's not good. KT Wiz. Pitching matchup looks like the Heroes have a slight edge. He's at the league average of 4.5. So KT Wiz pitchers were worse at 5.59, but is that really going to make a difference considering how bad the Heroes are? Let's take the Heroes pitcher first. Pretty decent showing against the Giants last time around. Against the Twins, he gave up 7 earned runs, one of them a home run, so he got killed. And that is actually a decent sign, so maybe a potential upset, but I don't know if his pitching can overcome how bad the Heroes hitters are. So let's take a look at the KT Wiz pitcher. He almost shut out the Dinos and the Bears in the last 2 games. Didn't do too well against the Eagles, but that was back on 7-2, so almost a month ago. So that's a blip that we can ignore. I would have to go with the Wiz here, at least a lean on the Wiz. Let's decide who we're going to take for the play of the day. Twins at Landers. Do we want to take the Twins run line at -1.5? No, I don't think so. I think we just pass on that. Heroes at Wiz. Do we think the Wizards are going to win? Yes. Do I think my read's strong enough to take the run line at -1.5? I don't think so. I mean, win, but I think there's a potential for an upset because of the pitching comparison. Heroes have the edge. Whether the starting line can make hard contact against pitcher, that's another story. But I think they'll give them a good fight. And I don't think the Wiz will win, though, but I have to take the run line. After what happened today, this is his pass because it's coin flip. And as you can see by the money line, that's how Hard Rock priced it. Eagles against the Lions. Easy win for the Lions today. So two candidates are going to be the Bears against the Tigers. I lean Bears because I think the Tigers are in a slump right now. So the dilemma here is, do we take Lions on line at -4 plus 120, which is not a bad price, or do we take the Bears at +1? I think the Lions is going to be a tougher fight because Lions won easily today. I am going to take the Bears money line at +1.5 for my play of the day. If you want to take the Lions line at +120, I'd be okay with it too. Let's take a look at the KBO motto recommendations. First game is Eagles at Lions, and the motto recommends a pass, so no bet. Then Dinos at Giants. It's a weak lean, and the motto recommends the Dinos run line at -1.5. Bears at Tigers. That's a strong lean for the Tigers run line at -1.5. And since we only have one elite lock today, the top ranked elite lock for the motto is the LG Twins run line at -1.5. So that's about it for today. I'll see you guys later.